Next topic, positive value that Horace represent in his sermons. Horace, the Roman poet, expresses a number of positive values in his satire or sermons, which are a blend of humor, moral reflection, and philosophical insight. The values he promotes include first, moderation. Horace strongly advocates moderation in all things, avoiding extremes in wealth ambition. He criticizes greed, luxury, suggesting that a simple life leads to happiness. Second, containment and simplicity. He admires the rural, quiet life away from the corruption of city and court life. A recurring theme is the value of being satisfied with one's lot in life. Third, friendship and social harmony. Horak values genuine friendships, kindness, and good conversation. He emphasizes tolerance and advises not to judge others harshly. He promotes the idea of living in harmony with others. Fourth is self-knowledge and self-improvement. Horak urges people to know themselves, recognize their own faults. He often mocks hypocrisy, especially those who criticize others while ignoring their own flaws. Fifth is humor and tolerance. Horak uses gentle humor and irony to make his points. He laughs at human folly rather than condemning it, which reflects a humanistic and tolerant attitude. These values aim to guide readers toward a more balanced, ethical, and fulfilling life. Next topic is closing of theatres and the end of classical drama. The closing of theatres in England occurred in 1642 during the England Civil War, when the Puritan-led Parliament ordered all public theatres to shut down. The Puritan viewed theatre as immoral and a distraction from religious life. This marked the end of the classical drama period, which had flourished during the Elizabethan and Jacobean eras, with great playwrights like William Shakespeare and Ben Jonson. Their plays explored themes of human nature, politics, love, and tragedy, often performed in vibrant public theatres like the Globe. After the ban, theatrical performances were suppressed for nearly 18 years, and many playwrights lost their audiences and patrons. This long interruption brought a definitive end to the classical style of English drama. Thus, the closure of theatres in 1642 effectively ended the classical period of English drama, making a major cultural shift in English theatre history. Next topic is implications of the marriage proposal in Pot of God. In Plot's Roman comedy Pot of Gold, the marriage proposal between Eucleo's daughter Phaedria and Lyconides, a young man from a noble family, has important social and thematic implications. First is restoration of social order. The marriage proposal aims to legitimize their relationship and restore Phaedria's honor and reputation. It reflects the Roman concern with family honor, social status, and proper moral conduct. Second is criticism of greed. Euclio, Phaedria's father, is obsessed with hiding his pot of gold and initially refuses the marriage due to fear of losing his wealth. The proposal highlights Euclio's misplaced priorities, where greed outweighs familial duty. Third point is reinforcement of comic resolution. In Roman comedy, a happy marriage often serves as the traditional resolution. It brings about reconciliation between generations and social classes. Fourth is inheritance and wealth transfer. The proposal ties the theme of wealth, greed, and social mobility, making the marriage not just romantic but also economically strategic. Next topic, heroic attributes of the Homeric world with examples from the Iliad. The Homeric world, as portrayed in the Iliad, is centered around a code of heroism, honor, and glory. The Iliad, attributed to Homer, offers a rich exploration of these heroic attributes through its central characters, especially Achilles, Hector, and others. So the first point is courage and martial valor. The most important heroic quality in the Homeric world is physical courage, especially in battle. A true hero must prove himself through acts of bravery on the battlefield, regardless of the dangers. Second point is pursuit of chaos, glory, and flame. In the Homeric world, the idea of chaos, glory that lives on after death, is central. Heroes fight not just for victory but to earn a name that will never be forgotten. Third is loyalty and friendship. Loyalty to comrades and kings is another vital heroic trait. This loyalty demonstrates that true heroism is not only about personal glory but also a sacrifice for loved ones. Fourth point is honor and reputation. A hero's honor is crucial. Any insult or loss of honor is a deep wound to a warrior's pride, sometimes even more than physical injury. Fifth is respect for the gods and fate. Heroes in the Homeric world are also expected to show reverence for the gods and acceptance of fate. Heroes pray and offer sacrifices, recognizing the gods' role in human affairs. Next topic is tragedy blends emotion and meaning. This statement that tragedy blends emotion and meaning holds true not only for classical Greek drama but also for epic poetry like Homer Iliad. In the Iliad, Homer masterfully blends powerful emotions with deep philosophical and moral meaning, creating a profound tragedy. experience. The tragic of Achilles' race and realization. At the heart of the Iliad lies the emotional journey of Achilles, whose intense race after being dishonored by Agamemnon drives much of the plot. His wrath leads to withdrawal from battle, which contributes to the death of his dear friend Patroclus. Second is Hector, the noble but doomed hero. Hector, the Trojan prince, represents the tragic hero who fights not for personal glory but for duty, family, and country. Hector knows he is fated to die, yet he fights on, a tragic blend of bravery, love, and inevitable doom. Third is the tragic cost of war. The Iliad does not glorify war blindly, it exposes its emotional devastation. The epic shows mothers losing sons, wives becoming widows, and cities facing destruction. Conclusion. In the Iliad, Homer achieves what all great tragedy seeks to do. He unites intense human emotion with timeless moral and philosophical meaning. The grief of Achilles, the bravery of Hector, and the sorrow of those left behind evoke a deep emotional response that reveals the true cost of heroism, the weight of faith, and the tragedy of mortality. Therefore, the Iliad stands as a powerful example of how tragedy blends emotion and meaning to create a lasting impact on the human soul.